Peter Zaret Violin says to the consumer, for a very modest price, I could give you a great sounding violin, viola, cello, and bass. It's not going to be old necessarily. It's not going to have the wood from the north side of the mountain. It's not going to have been owned by somebody whose great-grandfather who toured Europe to standing ovations. Here it is. It's inexpensive and it sounds great.
As a player and craftsman, Zaret believes that sound and ease of play are most important. He has Italian and French masterpieces, but often plays violins costing just $1,000 or less.
The violin was invented at the end of the Renaissance, and it's kept its essential shape for almost 500 years. So it's very tradition-bound, and anything new is quite often discouraged because you're not playing by the rules. We respect the tradition, but in the end, quality should win out, and if you can make it sound better and work better, that should be the ideal. I think I'm uniquely in the middle between the players and the makers. For the most part, the makers, if they can play, it's very modestly at best. And the players, they just don't understand how the instrument works, and it's very subjective. So I understand how the musician thinks, and I understand how the violin maker or the violin repairer thinks, and I'm a bridge between the two.
Two discoveries have set Peter Zaret Sons Violins apart. The bass bar and its extensions create depth and richness to the lower register and brilliance and clarity to the upper register. And Zarelon Acoustic Bow Hair has dramatically changed 300 years of dependence on horsehair.
What I do is I merge tradition and technology. We make the violins sound better and the music sound better, even though it's a little different than it was done in Mozart's day or a little different than it was done even in the 1950s. It sounds better, and that's our ultimate goal in this business. In addition to making it sound better, making it more economical, more affordable, and more available to the typical musician. I own a Stradivarius, I own a Galliano, I own a Balistrieri, and I'd be delighted to sell you one of that type. But I could also sell you an inexpensive violin that'll sound just as good at a fraction of the price.